Morning, Arabella. Today in math, we're going to be talking about breaking down numbers to make subtraction maybe a little bit easier when you're looking at a larger number and then taking away from that larger number and counting backwards. So we're going to break apart the ones in order to subtract, and it's going to take 2 steps in order to do that. Easy peasy. And you might want your 100ths chart or a number line if you have a number line that's long. You'll have on your practice paper today, there will be a number line for you to use to subtract from, but you might want to use your 100ths chart today if that is easier. But remember, when you're counting backwards, it's just like counting down from 10, just like you would count down from 10, 10, 9, 8. If your number ends in a 0, when you're counting backwards, the next number is going to end in a 9. So if I have 30, when I'm counting backwards, the number before is 29. 2 is 1 less than 3. And we're going to start with that 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, just like we would do from the 10. Not sure if I'm confusing you more by not putting it up on the board, but I will right now. So if we have our number line, you can imagine that no matter what number you're counting from, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No matter what number you're counting from, it's going to have one of these numbers next to it if it's a 2-digit number, right? So if this was 20, this would be, if this was 20, this would be 19, 18, 17, right? If this was 30, this would be 29, 28, 27. And you can practice counting back on number lines just that way, okay? So today we're going to take a number like, let's use the example of, let's try 43. We take the number 43 and we're going to subtract 6 from 43. Now, you might not be able to do that in your head right away. That might be a little bit confusing. But if we break apart this one, we know that 3 plus 3 equals 6, right? So if 3 plus 3 equals 6, we can eliminate these two 3's. This 3 minus 3 is 0. So we can say that this is 0. So we now have 40. 40 minus, and we're only going to take away 3 this time, okay? So just like I told you, we can think about that 40 in this position, and we're going to take away 3, 1, 2, 3. So we will have 39, 38, 37, right? 36, 35. So we took away 3, 1, 2, 3. Our number would be 37, right? So we break apart that 1 to make the subtraction a teeny bit easier because it makes this number that we're subtracting a little bit smaller. Let's try another one. Let's say that we're going to have, I'm going to do 62 minus, let's do, let's try 8. 62 minus 8. Now, we don't want to just put any willy-nilly number here. We want to use this number to make this to 60. We want to take away that 2 and make it 60. So I wish that my marker was showing up a little bit better. Let me try red. So I want to make it 60, which means I have to take away 2. So what plus 2 equals 8? I have 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have 2 and 6 equals 8. I'm going to cross out those 2's, and that makes it 60. And that leaves me with 6 left. So 60 minus 6 equals what? So if I have 60, and I'm going to take away 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I will wind up with 64. Does that make sense? So basically today we are just practicing breaking apart this 1 to make the subtraction from one of those base 10 numbers from that 60, right? From one of those decade numbers that we know on our 100s chart. And I can show you how we can do that on our numbers chart as well. So see if I can get this camera to work. It's kind of been a little bit slow. It's delayed in its reaction today, but I'm going to try and see if I can get it to work. Here it is. Okay. So, like I said, if I have pencil, do let's try 35 minus, let's do 35 minus 6. Let's try that. Okay. So I know that I want to negate that 5. So I'm going to say 5 plus what equals 6? 5 plus 1 equals 6. So these no longer exist because 5 minus 5 is 0, and my number becomes 30. And I'm going to do 30 minus 1. That's the 1 here. So 30 minus 1, and I'm counting backwards because I'm subtracting. So 30 minus 1 is 29. Okay, 30 minus 1. You always want to get that decade number in the front to make subtraction a little bit easier. You'll be subtracting down from that decade number. Okay, let's do one more example. I'm going to erase what I have up here. One more example. And I think this time I'm going to try. Let's do one might help you in either practice. 46 minus 9 equals, okay? I'm writing upside down, so I'm sorry. 46 minus 9. Now, I want this to become a 40, right? I want it to be 40. So I need to figure out what plus 6 equals 9. 6, there is a delay. I'm sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 will bring me to 9. So I'm going to write my 3 here. My 6's negate each other because 6 minus 6 is 0. So now this becomes 40. Now I'm going to take 40 minus the 3, right? Here's my minus sign. 40 minus 3. So I'm going to start at 40 and count backwards 3. 1, 2, 3, and I land on 37. So 46 minus 9 is 37. Hope that makes sense. Today, you're going to practice with page 318. 318 at the bottom. subtracting by breaking it apart, and the number line is there for you to count backwards because we're getting smaller when we're subtracting. And then there's an example right here, 55 minus 8. We broke this down into 5 plus 3. So these no longer count. And then we have 50 minus 3. 50. 1, 2, 3. And we wind up with 47. Okay? You can do 318 and 319 for practice today. Okay? I'm pretty sure I sent both of those home. I will double check. But if I did not send 319 home, it will be out to you today. Okay? I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in person. Oh, I made my day. That video back. I look forward to seeing you in person tomorrow. I will post your ELA very soon. I hope that you're having a good morning. Talk to you soon.